Warm welcome to everyone. Um, I'm a little bit extra excited today because on the Mystic Lotus Masterclasses, I'm always extra excited when we have an interesting modality that's got multiple like layers to it. It's thrilling. It's got a mysterious edge to it. We've seen loads and loads of movies about past lives, of course, and we read books as well. Um, so we're going to explore past life regression therapy today with an incredibly experienced practitioner and teacher. Some of you may already know of her because Geetanjali is a well-known PLR teacher. Geetanjali, a big, warm welcome to you on the Mystic Lotus Masterclass.
Thank you so
I,
much.
I know you've been practicing PLR for what, 15 years, and you've been teaching it for over a decade.
Yeah.
You've trained under Dr. Brian Weiss, who's like the world authority on the subject. I've seen his book as well. But tell me, how did you think about learning PLR? What got you interested in it?
So basically, my mother was into past life regression and astrology.
Oh, okay.
And I remember the year 1996, 95, she used to come to from these wonderful tarot classes and astrology classes and, past life regression classes. And she would share her experience with me and all of us.
Hmm.
And I used to be intrigued, but at the same point of time a little bit apprehensive whether it works, it does not work.
Hmm.
So when she used to talk, I used to think, what are you talking about that way? Later on I started doing astrology and tarot,
Okay.
and when my clients used to ask for solutions, I
Hmm.
used to be stuck.
Ah.
I would not know now what solution to give them, because tarot being a very, very predictive science. So somewhere you can give them maybe a small chakra affirmation or a crystal and or Reiki. But I felt that these core issues that we have to work upon,
Hmm.
and the recurring patterns, they do not seem to go away with these affirmations. And because later on when I started doing past life, I understood that it was lifetimes of karmic baggage
Hmm.
soul carries throughout the lives that it has lived on this planet earth,
That,
and it cannot be just undone in a simple affirmation. So I thought,
hmm.
if we need to give people a long lasting solution, and so I got more drawn towards past life regression. I thought it, and it definitely later on, once I started practicing it, it started giving me the answers that I was looking for.
Oh, fantastic. What sort of
Somebody
situation?
is saying that I have to speak in Hindi. So I just wanted to ask you, Ruchira.
Yeah, we can do both. We have people from all across the world, so I can explain some things in Hindi as well. But because we've got people from across, it's better to speak
No.
in
Yeah, there are somebody who says
English
that.
so that everyone understands.
Yeah,
We
okay.
can we can definitely explain some things in Hindi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone is that good? Just let us know if you want to understand something particularly. We'll repeat that in Hindi. Yeah. Okay. So tell us, Doc, what kind of situations do you are best suited for past life regression? What sort of things that does it really work very well on?
Okay. So it's a very nice question, because it will help the viewers understand that past life regression cannot be used everywhere and anywhere.
Hmm.
So past life regression is supposed to be used in issues, because past life regression is very much connected with the law of karma.
Okay.
So where I see
Hmm.
a karmic pattern the person is having through a lifetime, or in the way the person talks, in the way the person says, I have always felt so unhappy. Now, the moment the person uses the word always, I
Hmm.
know it's a past life. It's a bingo moment for me. I am forever waiting for my soulmate. Now, all these words you need to catch, and
Hmm.
a person only with a karmic theme, because in the first interview you don't know. You need to understand from the client. So, from the first interview, I listen to the client. What is the client speaking? Whenever I see a very karmic pattern repeating again and again in the first interview, or the client having a, like, clients come to me, they go to one person, they are in a relationship with one person, and then it just ends, and then they find somebody, that also ends. They
Hmm.
never seem to find a answer, or they're never able to find a solution. And that is the time I realized that it's a very heavy karmic charge to the problem. And that is the time I decide to use past life.
So, what is, if you had to describe for somebody who's never gone through the process, for someone who doesn't understand karma, etc., how would you explain what is past life regression? What happens?
So, I first of all, since we are at least blessed to be in India, uh, and people do understand the law of karma very easily. It is said in Bhagavad Gita. So I do try to quote from there if I see a client is willing. If a client is not willing, or maybe from a background which does not understand past life,
Hmm.
then I take them that maybe something was done by your ancestor which you have picked up genetically, and we need to go into your subconscious mind file, retrieve that file, and just release it, erase it.
Hmm.
That will help you to release your karma. And when what happens now, when people come to us, they have tried everything,
Hmm.
ready for it now, and they want to believe us that, or they feel like it is going to give them the answers. That is why they come to us. They believe me, people come to healers at the last resort.
Sorry. Amish, can we turn off screen sharing for everyone? I'm going to try and see if I can do it as well. Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Mhm. Great. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so as I told you, it all depends upon, like, so if somebody is coming with some heavy karmic charge, like unexplained phobia,
Hmm.
uh, fear of snakes, uh, fear of getting into a lift,
Hmm.
fear of moving in a crowd, or
Hmm.
a anxiety happening to the person all the time,
Hmm.
or the person having a lot of stable career and then a fall and then a stable career and then this pattern of going up and down in life.
Hmm.
They are normally from very heavy karmic issues, lifetimes of karma accumulated, and now the soul has decided that in
Hmm.
this lifetime I need to release that. So it's your soul's calling, and that is also why you'll go to a therapist, past life therapist.
Ah,
Go to a past life therapist on your own. Your soul directs you through the subconscious channel to a
hmm.
past life therapist.
That's really interesting. I'm going to like I have a I can see some questions here already from our listeners. Sangeeta's asking, are relationship issues also mainly due to karma of past life?
Well, in my cases, which I have studied over nearly 15 years of my experience, I have seen relationships issues are definitely a karmic cycle, a
Okay.
negative karmic, a victim perpetuator karmic cycle happening.
Ah, okay, okay. That's interesting. So, I know you mentioned karma, and you said that you usually refer to to Gita's concept of to the concept of karma mentioned in the Gita. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
The concept of karma.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we as souls, we decide to reincarnate on earth
Hmm.
because we have agreed that there is certain karma which we have to repay back. So, there is something known as the Sanchita karma.
Okay.
I'll just explain briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sanchita karma is something which is our sum total of the entire debt that we owe to the universe. How much the debt, karmic debt we have, and we
Hmm.
pick a small portion of that, and we take which we call as the prarabdha karma.
Okay.
And the prarabdha karma is what is your actual horoscope when you come down to earth. So
Hmm.
when you are born at a certain time, you are given a certain name, you are born in a certain place, you're born to those parents. So you choose your parents, you choose the place where you are born, you choose your soulmate, everything you choose in that lifetime.
Hmm.
And then out of that prarabdha karma, you'll be noticing that, over a period of time, the person has good karma, has bad karma.
Hmm.
Depending on what karmic repercussions you have or what is the karmic stage you are at, you
Hmm.
see that it is creating that karma unfolds.
Okay.
That is what you have to release.
When you accumulate bad karma, that is basically when you have chosen to do certain things which have hurt people or been bad. Like, is that what is bad
Yes,
karma?
yes. So we call it as perpetuator lifetimes.
Ah, okay.
Lifetimes where we have been a perpetuator.
Ah, okay.
I never thought I'm doing anything wrong. So,
Hmm.
for example, in today's world, you see so many people are doing wrong.
Hmm.
And there is something known as a bystander karma, that something wrong is happening and you're not even partaking or not even commenting on it. Even that is a karma. People don't understand. They need to, open up their voice against anything wrong happening. So I'm seeing a lot of people changing that today. But there is this karma. So yes, it's a persecutor lifetime which is responsible for your bad karma.
So that's really interesting that the concept of bystander karma, that's very, very interesting. That you, even out of basically inaction,
Yes,
you're still contributing to, you're
exactly.
still accumulating bad karma
Right.
in your life.
Yeah, so suppose if I am maybe a sister-in-law and I see my brother fighting with his wife, I
Hmm.
need to, after a certain point of time, I need to intervene. Do you understand? Like,
Hmm.
depending on who's right and who's wrong. Just
Hmm.
by, oh, this is, I don't need to be there, which people keep on doing. I
Hmm.
shouldn't interfere. This will create this thing. No, but
Yeah,
that bystander karma is there.
that's really interesting. So how does PLR work, Gitanjali? How does a session, like what happens in a session? What is the process of PLR?
So in PLR, what we do is we basically take a person into hypnosis. Now,
Hmm.
hypnosis is not the hypnotism which I'm talking about. It is a clinical hypnosis. That means the uh, hypnosis used in clinic to bring
Hmm.
about change in human behavior or to release the negative patterns. Release the negative pattern. That means I go, I see what I did wrong, I let go of my guilt through certain tools which we use, catharsis. And then what happens is your past life is all around you. It's in the primitive mind of your subconscious mind.
Okay.
Now, all this I'll be teaching when I do the class.
Hmm.
So it's in the primitive mind. So it's like that. I have taken up a file. I see that thing. I do my catharsis. I let go of my neck. I ask for forgiveness. And that past life now slowly goes out through a 3-4 day cycle out of my subconscious mind, because now the subconscious mind does not need it any longer.
Ah,
Then there is a shift in the person's life.
that's so. I have somebody asking my question already. My next question already. Can you do it without hypnosis as well?
No, without hypnosis, we cannot do it, except there are certain tools which are certain modalities we do practice
Hmm.
releasing somebody's past life, but it is not that effective. I'll tell you. If can anyone eat any food on your behalf? It's a simple question.
No.
So then, how can somebody else see your past life and release it? Doesn't make sense. So you need to see, your body is the wheel or the vehicle
Hmm.
to release your karma.
Hmm.
And karma is only released in this earthly plane. It is
Hmm.
not even up there, which is the
Ah.
life between life state. You
Hmm.
are undergoing all your karmic cycles here in
Ah.
this body. So I have to see it in my body and release it. Now, hypnosis is nothing which is very, very difficult. It's a very easy process where you can just go on imagining things, and that also works fine.
Yes.
It's not meditation. Many of us see we are all healers out here. So many people have you joined, you've definitely done meditation.
Hmm.
Hypnosis and meditation is equivalent.
There's similar
It
experiences.
is similar experiences.
Okay.
Basically, from the beta level, you have to go to the alpha and the theta level. That's it.
Ah, okay, okay. That's so. I know you had also mentioned, Gitanjali, uh, that there are some non-hypnotic tools and exercises as well in past life regression. What are they used for?
Non-hypnotic.
Yeah.
So they are basically non-hypnotic is, your aura cleansing.
Okay. Okay.
Aura cleansing. So then, if somebody has some stuck up pain, people
Hmm.
come to me and I have this pain. It doesn't seem to go away, but I've done my MRI. I have done this. So this is a
Hmm.
past life residue. So
Ah.
the
Okay.
moment we'll go to a past life only, or go to an attachment, but through the aura.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
So in that aura route, we
Hmm.
can go into a past life. Then there is one more non-hypnotic modality known as ego state. So
Hmm.
you dissociate from the problem.
Okay.
But the person needs to be a little bit more imaginative and creative if they want to get into these tools.
That's interesting. Is it easy to facilitate these things? Is it easy to learn past life regression?
So I used to think that it is difficult to learn past life till the time I learned past life. So when I went to learn past life, I understood, yeah, in fact, it is easy, it is simple, it is magical. You can relax yourselves, and you can even find answers to your problems. But of course, you need somebody else. But what happens is when we teach a course, there are
Hmm.
people who do on each other, and in the course itself, 2, 3 past lives are seen. And uh, in my just recent batch, there were people really found so many interesting facts about themselves, and they were
Hmm.
really very happy. They feel empowered, and
Hmm.
even within the course, they started saying, because I had done some practices later on also. I did my past life to this one, and I helped my friend, and I helped my family member, and so much of respect and they started getting, and the acknowledgement
Hmm.
that also really works. So I think it's a very easy thing. The way I teach is very easy. So I make sure everybody learns from me. That means those who learn from me, they learn it, because
Hmm.
uh, unfortunately, many times we go to courses where, and it has happened to me. So
Hmm.
I've gone to courses where I did not learn the technique and come back.
Ah.
So it has happened. So I make sure that my students don't suffer from that.
Hmm.
I make sure every student of mine is able to regress somebody,
Hmm.
means either their partner or their client.
Hmm.
I make
Hmm.
sure that it's very important.
And how do you decide, like, how many sessions somebody requires, or how long the process will take to solve their whatever problem that they've come to you for?
So see, for if I see a person is having a problem from a long time, like
Hmm.
10 years of marriage not working out,
Hmm.
then it is a heavy duty karma. So I normally say you will work at 5 sessions. If
Hmm.
things don't change, maybe they change 30% or 40%, then we can do more sessions. Sometimes I've seen changes happening within 5 sessions itself.
Okay.
But when people start seeing small shifts, they are ready to then work more, and they want more shifts in different aspects of their life.
Hmm.
So many a times I work on one issue and I see 3 issues of the person getting resolved. So tell me your burning problem at this time. And
Hmm.
you will see that there are a lot of layers below this burning problem, and a lot of things will get resolved.
Can you give us an example, Gitanjali, where somebody came to you for one problem and then they discovered, like, the answers to two or three other problems?
Yeah. So this person, he was suffering from stomach cancer.
Okay.
And once he was suffering, but what happened was he suddenly had a loss in his business,
Mm-hmm.
because we always look for triggers. He had a loss in his business, and because he was, and within 6 months he developed stomach cancer. And the funny part was, why he came to me was the chemotherapies and everything was
Mm.
not showing any result. The medicines, it was not working with him.
Okay.
There was some very heavy stuck charge.
Mm.
So he came in a very, the distraught condition that, and time was slipping away.
Mm. Mm.
So, and I told you, he was ready to start a lot of things, and his financial was going down, his health was going down. So there was a lot of issues happening there. And then we started working. I worked a little bit faster on him. I did about 2 sessions a week with him. And within
Mm.
a month, his body started responding to the medicines.
Wow.
So he got hope. See, basically, why people
Yeah.
come to us, they get hope. Yes,
Mm.
I see.
Yeah.
After coming and doing at least 3 sessions with us,
Mm.
a person starts seeing hope. And then that helps them to build
Mm.
or go
Mm.
ahead in life. That's the main important thing.
Mm.
And a person who is suffering from cancer actually doesn't want to live. So they come and tell us that they want to. So we have to see what lifetime they have taken a decision, why they have taken, what is the karmic baggage, what is the life between life plan, what is the soul plan. See, sometimes if the soul is not ready to move, then we also can't help. We can't go against the soul's wish.
Mm.
Sometimes they say, no, this is how it is. But in this case, I saw a lot of shifts. And after 3 months,
Mm.
so he stopped coming to me after 2 months. He said, okay, I did very fast sessions. So we finished about 7 to 8 in a month. Then I tapered off the sessions, and we started doing about 1 session in 10 days.
Mm.
Then he stopped coming after 2 months. But then he said, Ki, my business has started improving. So
Oh,
yours is
incredible.
health. So there was this, so what was his belief? If I have money, I don't want money. And so in order not to get money, I need to get away. So there was some huge guilt attached to it. And
Ah.
that's why he created that health issue, not to get money in life.
Ah.
So there are a lot of issues entwined with one issue.
In general, there is, I mean, when we speak to a lot of healers, there is a very deep connection between health and wealth.
Actually very much connected. I'm working on somebody right now also, and in spite of having so much of money,
Hmm.
yet not able to enjoy the money. See, please, and
Hmm.
she told me, and she's from the royal family, so she told me that there's so much, but before the money comes in, I have it going out.
Ah.
The properties are stuck, which I want to sell.
Hmm.
A lot of things, and so I said yes, and at the same time, health is going down.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we are working on certain issues there, and we are getting to it.
Gitanjali, apart from like chronic ailments and chronic issues, or repetitive patterns that we see, like like what you mentioned about money comes in but always goes out, and it's happening in a loop, and so that there is a connect with some baggage from past lives.
Yeah,
What about things like, what about more, things that are a little bit more basic in the sense of not being able to lose weight?
I'm working on a case.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm working on a case where the person is not able to lose weight. He has come to me at 122 kgs.
My goodness.
Yeah, and I've done about 4 sessions with this child. Child means, of course, he's 25, so for me he's a child. So I've done 4 sessions with this child, and he has seen a weight loss of about 4 kgs. And
Wow.
I have not done past life regression on him. I have taken a different technique.
Okay.
So I see the client, and then I decide whether I need to do this or I need to do this.
But can past life regression help with weight
Yes, yes.
loss?
But I know, when the first client comes to us, we know what will work with the client. So
Okay.
first I have to decrease his appetite.
Hmm.
So I have worked on decreasing his appetite. So
Ah, okay.
he's telling me that I can't eat more than this. He's saying it is so wonderful. I have done a hypno gastric band with him.
Wow.
Yes.
That is incredible. Without surgery and all of that.
Yes, yes.
That's
And
incredible.
so he's come and told me this, that, yes, I have, and he's just lost about, tomorrow only is a session. So he's just lost about 4 kgs till now. But I said, see, it's a huge thing. You are just not able to eat. What else
Hmm.
do you want?
Yeah, yeah.
So many lakhs you are spending on surgery.
Hmm.
And also you don't know whether you will, see, of
And,
course,
and surgery can
10% of
have a
willpower
long-term
is,
impact.
pardon me?
And surgery can have long-term impact, and it's a very painful process to go through.
It can have long-term impact, plus it definitely has, and plus it can sometimes reverse.
Hmm.
Why not
Hmm.
try the other methods to get rid of the issue? Now I'll take him to past life, because
Hmm.
I'm sure there are past lives in which he has starved himself, and that is why this
Need
polar
to.
opposite,
Hmm.
which he's
Okay.
going eating and eating out of this insecurity. So we are working on his insecurity.
Okay. Okay. That's
And
remarkable.
then he, in his talks, he mentioned something. So I felt there's a curse also coming up. So I
Hmm.
said, okay, we'll explore that later.
So I'm going to ask you about, because you mentioned in your course also, you cover this concept of oaths, vows, and curses, and how they play out in our lives, and how that impacts our present life. So things, could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay, so what happens actually is in uh, some of the when I've worked with people, there are a lot of oaths there. Like I was working with a client. It's okay to give my experiences,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, of course.
So this lady, she came to me, very, very educated, very nice in the film industry, and said to me that I am not able to earn money. So I'm working hard, yet I don't get the projects. I'm
Hmm.
doing this, yet I don't get this. So I said fine, and I took her in the second session. She regressed to a lifetime where she could see that she's a very, very ugly woman, a child basically, and a 10-year-old child lost the parents, is a beggar on the street, and she said, it's as if I can just, put my hand and I can touch this child. It was so real to her.
Hmm.
And then we released that, and incidentally, she's a tarot reader also, so she was very intuitive that way.
Hmm.
And then we went to a life before that life. So there was a life. Why did you choose to take birth as a beggar child? Why did you choose to have this abject poverty?
Hmm.
And then when we went to this life before this lifetime, it turned out to be her persecutor lifetime. And in that particular lifetime, she had really given so much of problem to her near and dear ones for money.
Hmm.
They had to literally beg. And then what happened was they cursed.
Hmm.
Here there were curses coming from the near and dear ones, the wife, the children.
Hmm.
And that curse did not affect her till the end. When she's alone, she realizes that money is not important, and then the guilt seeps in. And
Hmm.
the energy of that curse came in, and she didn't know where to go. So after some time, she kind of, just gave up. And that pattern, these words, that you will always be doomed, you will never have enough money, you have made us suffer, see how you suffer, made her have at least 3 4 lifetimes as in abject poverty. So
Okay.
we had to reach the persecutor.
Hmm.
That curse from that lifetime
Hmm.
was not going away. And even in this lifetime, her parents were rich but would not give her money. She was also very unhealthy at that time.
Hmm.
So there were a lot of issues, but after some time, she also said, and she was an MS patient, multiple sclerosis she had.
Okay.
And I will just say had, because right now she's off medicines.
Hmm.
Okay, no, I would be happy to say it's because of the past life, but the past life takes you to the resource. So she got some diet, and because of that, so you get a resource.
Hmm.
Today she's off medicines for multiple sclerosis. She's earning well. So I did this session in 2014 or 15. Today
Hmm.
2120. I just met her some time back, and she was driving a car worth 12 15 lakhs. I said, what happened? And you can't earn 30,000 also.
That's real
Yeah.
shifts.
Yeah. So you shift everywhere in her life.
Hmm. I have a whole bunch of questions I think people are that people have been asking. So I just want to quickly clarify. what we're doing today with Geetanjali is understanding how past life regression works, how what the concepts of past life regression are, and we're also going to explore what how learning past life regression can help you if you are, for example, if you're a practitioner already or you want to start a practice in past life regression therapy. How would you learn? What do you need to know? What Dr. Geetanjali Saxena herself, what she teaches. She's also going to share with us a workshop that she's launching today, and it's an incredible workshop because it's one of the most I think it's one of the most comprehensive workshops we have on past life regression. And she has this amazing experience as the past life regression therapist, so she's sharing her experiences. I hope that's a little bit clearer now for everyone. I'm going to raise everyone's questions, but I would like to talk to Dr. Geetanjali a little bit more before I come to everyone's questions. Yeah. So please continue to type your questions on the chat window. I will raise all the questions. Okay. Yeah. So Geetanjali, I'll just ask you straight. Tell us what you teach in your workshop. Tell us about how people learn past life regression.
So I teach a lot of things. So I'll just go through the topics which I cover. I don't remember, but whatever so first I teach what is past life regression. I teach them how to get into past life regression. I teach them what are the different kind of karmas that you have. Where are you in your life cycle right now? I teach them your soul in reincarnation. Why did you choose to take birth? Life between lives. We touch briefly on life between lives. We can't teach a lot of life between lives. It's a separate course altogether.
Okay.
And then then I teach about from the second day onwards. I teach how to take a person into hypnosis. Teach age regression. That means because all issues are not from the past life. So age regression, certain things we touch upon in the age regression, but again, that's a separate course for it, inner child. So let's not go there. But age regression we do.
Okay.
From there, we can take the person into a past life. Then we work on. I give them different tools. Means, see, what I focus on is majorly people should have a lot of tools, and where they can go into past life. So there are a lot of scripts for past life. Then there is a client intake form. How do you take your first interview with the client? How do you establish a rapport with the client? How do you take up history session? What is important? Why do you think you should go for a past life right now? And this is thing. Then we also go in for if the client, there are certain clients who cannot be hypnotized. There are 20% people like that.
Okay.
Very, very intellectual. They will not be hypnotized. So then they will not see everything. So whether the client is hypnotizable or not, those things we go in for.
Because is past life regression for a certain type of person? Is it, or can anyone learn it?
Anyone from the age of 15, 16 can learn. They have to have that comprehensive language if they want to learn it. And I'm able to, I have taught past life regression, no offense at all, but even people who are, having a mediocre educational background also can learn. There's nothing like that, you have to be a doctor, you have to be a counselor, you have to be a psychiatrist to learn past life. So Dr. Brian Weiss is a psychiatrist, but that's fine. The person he learned from, one of my teachers again, Trisha Kateno, is not a regression psychiatrist. So it's okay. You can be a housewife and learn it, and you can really create wonders in people's life. I have got housewives today who are just 10th, 12th. Basic, they don't even know English, Hindi, but they are able to do it.
Oh, that's really fantastic that you don't really require a certain, you don't have to be intuitive, or you don't have to have those type of you know.
So I'll tell you one thing. Everybody is intuitive.
Okay.
It's only how people don't know how to channelize it.
Hmm.
It's like that. Suppose tomorrow or yeah, you are having a certain Claire, okay,
Hmm.
Ruchira. I may not have it,
Okay.
but you are also intuitive. I'm also intuitive in different ways. We just help a person to get in more in touch with, aware of everything.
Ah, okay.
Everybody is intuitive.
Okay. Um, tell me, tell me something, Doc. In your, what are the key things that are important to know when you're doing past life regression?
So there are certain list of do's and don'ts.
Okay.
Like we can't do a past life on a drug addict. There are
Okay.
a lot of things. So the
Why is that?
because they have been into drugs for a long time,
Hmm.
and the tapes, what we call
Hmm.
the tapes in your head, they
Hmm.
are totally unwired. Your the conscious mind, subconscious mind is totally one, and
Okay.
they are always in that auric hallucinating field.
Hmm.
Remember, a person had come to me from South Africa and he said, I want to do a past life. I given him an appointment. But when I came to know he's a drug addict, I just did an aura cleansing for him. I said,
Okay.
you will not be able to zone into a past life.
And you obviously can't do past life regression therapy on yourself.
You cannot and you should not.
Hmm.
The
Okay.
main thing here I'm saying, you should not.
Okay.
It's very simple. Pay money and smile. It's okay.
Hmm.
Because it's not about you'll get stuck. But I'm a doctor. Can I do my own surgery?
Hmm.
You
That's
need
true.
somebody who has a, okay, so I'll tell one more thing. If
Hmm.
I have a problem, I am in the problem.
Hmm.
I cannot see outside of a problem. You need a
Ah,
neutral view to your
okay.
problem.
True.
That's
That's true.
important. I will be, you know something, when a client comes to us, he's already in hypnosis.
Hmm.
So much in the problem. So much. He's the problem only. He's the problem and the solution also is in the problem. You need a neutral view.
Okay, I do have a little question from one of our listeners. Um, when you spoke about somebody who's been taking a lot of drugs, does that also apply to if they've been taking a lot of medication?
Yes. So if they've taken a lot of depressive clients, I don't usually take them into past life. In that, I use a surrogate. I have
Okay.
trained people who are my surrogates,
Hmm.
and they zone into that person's life and they release. And that is how we make them see a past life. But I have seen shifts happening in their lives. So
Hmm.
I only do a therapy when I know it's going to give me results, because I don't want to waste the client's money who comes to me.
Hmm. Does it help with cases of alcoholism as well?
If the alcoholic personality is interested. So what happens,
Hmm.
very interesting question. I had read a book on Maurice Netherton.
Hmm.
And actually alcohol, you have to take the person to that past life, and for the very first time he took that pain relief, something to for the pain relief. So I regress somebody who was having alcoholic issues, but the
Hmm.
conscious mind should be ready. Yeah? The first thing is the wife brings him, usko theek karo, nahi
Hmm.
chalta.
Hmm.
ऐसा नहीं चलता है. The person should be ready to change. It's a conscious yes from the person's side. And I regressed him to a lifetime. Oh, it took me 3-4 sessions because, as I told you, the tapes are not that good, but at
Hmm.
least not as bad as a drug addict.
Hmm.
And but I also work with drug addicts, but I use a different therapy. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so I have worked with drug addicts and I have given them fantastic results sitting
Hmm.
here and
Hmm.
in the US. And it has taken me time, but I have given them results, but not through this therapy. And in this one, which I did with the alcoholic, I regressed him to that lifetime when, for the very first time, you take something to get relief from the pain.
Okay.
So that he was still in that trauma. It's
Hmm.
a undead trauma. You have to just release it. So once we release those traumatic lifetimes, he
Hmm.
feels sensible here. He doesn't need the drug anymore. So who needs a drug? It's that past life more than you. So you have just a 10% issue. 90% comes from your past life.
Hmm. So that's also basically like a karmic baggage that you're carrying.
Yes.
And you,
There were lifetimes before that when he has killed people.
so we can say that actually past life regression therapy helps you to reveal what is the karmic baggage that you're carrying, and therefore solve the problems that are there in your present life.
And it will help you have a better next future life.
Okay.
And when I'm solving problems for myself, it
Hmm.
automatically starts having result on my spouse, my children,
Hmm.
my parents also, because
Hmm.
everyone is connected. You born into a soul family.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
if you heal, you are somewhere also healing the family members.
Ah, okay. Okay. I have some more questions. I'm just going to start raising them. Kinjal is asking, um, when somebody has been on medication, let's say for like, 16 years for things like epilepsy, can past life regression therapy help them?
Epilepsy, we don't do past life on epileptic client. That's a second no.
Okay.
I can heal them, but using a
Hmm.
different therapy. I
Okay.
cannot do past life on epilepsy and people having heart issues.
Okay. What about like ADHD, things like issues like that?
See, ADHD can be controlled. It will not completely go away.
Okay.
See, people, okay, I'll be explaining one thing.
I like, Gitanjali, how realistic and honest you are.
Because then I don't want people telling me that, we came with a different mindset.
Hmm.
So now what happens is that, and when people come to us, they come with a lot of hope. It's sad to us also when we say them no.
Oh.
We are working with ADHD. It's not as if we don't. I'm working with an ADHD client, and he
Hmm.
didn't tell me he's an ADHD. I regressed him, and when he started telling me I get bored very easily, I do this, I do that, and he came out of the trance. I said, "Are you ADHD?"
Hmm.
He's saying yes. So he's a borderline. He was not an
Hmm.
extreme end. He's like
Hmm.
manageable.
Hmm.
But I worked on that also, and he started finding peace.
Hmm.
That excitement which he had
Hmm.
kind of lesson. So of course, ADHD also is can be. It may go up to 80%. It can go to 70%, but 100% to go away. Well, you're born with that karma.
Hmm.
How much can we release? How much can the soul release?
So I have another interesting question about release. In fact, Nandini is asking, is it possible with the help of past life regression to get rid of karmic baggage that you have been carrying, but you don't know about it?
So if I don't know, if I don't see, I always tell people, "Do you have a problem?" Then
Hmm.
they say, "No, I don't have a problem." I said, "Then don't come to me."
Hmm.
Because if you don't have a problem, I don't want to see your karmic baggage unless you want to see
Hmm.
a life where you've been very happy or something like
Hmm.
that, and that we see and we bring him back. Or
Hmm.
you want to meet your spirit guides and things like that. So why do
Hmm.
you want to unfold your karma?
Yeah.
People only with issues come to me that, okay, this is the
Hmm.
issue I want it resolved, and when then only will you be ready. Na, it's not just like just coming for a
Hmm.
cup of tea.
Gitanjali, you've mentioned a lot of cases where you've treated certain phobias as well, right? Fear of darkness. Are these invariably related to past life?
Yeah, so a phobia, if even in counseling language, if we say a
Hmm.
phobic reaction comes in when the person has died from that uh, object, or
Ah.
suppose if I have died in a earthquake and I have the everything collapsed on me,
Hmm.
and now I don't know what to do. So then at that point of time, you will see that every time I go to a place which is closed, I will
Hmm.
start having that attack. I can't breathe. So who cannot breathe? It's not Geetanjali of today who cannot breathe. It's
Hmm.
the past life personality which got triggered because of having the similar circumstances which can't breathe.
Ah.
The moment I release that, the same person will exhibit the different behavior in the same circumstances.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. I have another question from our listeners. Mumtaz is saying her daughter um, has delayed milestone. She's 3 years old, but I presume she's talking about that she has a delayed growth. So she's asking whether children can go through past life
So
regression.
3-year-old child, we will work on the mother.
Okay. She's asking that should I go through it or should my child go through it?
Child. We'll work on the mother through it.
Okay.
Definitely, I'll work on the mother.
Is
And
there an age bracket, Geetanjali, where you work with the moms? If the child is, at a certain age, then you work on the mother
the child is the extension of the mother till 18 years.
till 18.
Yeah,
Wow.
till
Okay.
18. So we can work on the children till 18.
Wow.
After that, they become very strong.
Hmm.
And they become adults, and then then we need their permission. But even then, we have worked on children because a child's cord is always connected to the mother.
Hmm.
So I remember I worked on a mother. She came to me and she asked me, why do I have this child and this, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
And she regressed to a life.
Hmm.
She regressed to a life in which she sees herself as a person who's taking care of an orphanage.
Hmm.
And she's very inhuman. She's beating children up, and incidentally, this child dies, who is her
Oh.
wife's son.
Hmm.
So sorry, but a very negative karma. But there was a shift in the child after we saw her past life.
Oh, gosh, that's quite. These are intense.
By 40 years, huh? He's not young. She was 70 when she came to me.
Gosh. These are intense experiences for both
Yes.
the healer as well as the person who's going through it,
I
right?
had already warned her.
Hmm.
So, initially people will go to victim lifetimes. They will see the same experience. I'm here, I'm there, and all that. It's only when you reach that persecutor life, when the shift happens, when you realize from where the cycle started. वो जन्मों जन्मों का खेल है ना.
So is that what I can also see, I know that a bunch of people who have raised this question as well. What is the difference between past life regression and Akashic readings?
So I do Akashic readings. It's not as if I don't do Akashic readings. This is specifically for people who fear going into a past life. But as I told you before, I can't eat Ruchira on your behalf. If I eat your food, you'll still feel hungry. I just give them a classic example this way. That it is good, but sometimes what happens is I do Akashic record reading when 1 or 2 times I've taken a person into a past life and it has not been released. Then I take the Akashic record reading of the person, give him affirmations to write. So that is some continuous work from his side, and the person sees a shift. But I would love to do a past life before, or even it doesn't matter a past life. Inner child sessions today, current day regression sessions can be enough for so many issues.
What about really serious issues with heart or kidney? Can past life regression help there?
So if the kidney has failed, then of course not. But I have worked on sessions where the person's creatinine levels were 4, increasing to every second day they start increasing. Means second day or that time it was going very fast. I did a surrogate because the person was in the hospital. I had to do a surrogate. And fortunately for the surrogate, I worked on the person's daughter.
Okay. I was just going to ask you, does the surrogate have to be somebody from within her family or?
Well, if it is within the family, it's good. If not, then we have our own surrogates and they also give good results. Okay. So we did a surrogate healing there and his creatinine stopped. It dropped down. So I believe a lot in past life, which is basically kidney issues, a lot of sexual guilt. Remember that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sexual guilt.
How are the two connected?
See, every part of your body is when I teach hypnotherapy, I teach every part of the body has a syndrome. So if you have asthma, it's a lot of grief which you have stored across lifetimes. See, understand, it will go to lifetimes only. But everything is attached to an emotion. Your eyes are attached to an emotion. Your head migraines are attached to an emotion. Your jaw is
attached because I know a lot of people suffer from
migraine. Is a straight on past life issue.
Okay.
Migraine is a straight on past life issue. A lifetime where the person has been depressed or doing the same kind of work, and in this lifetime I see especially women having it because they don't want to be feminine anymore. So it usually gets triggered at 12, 13, or any time when they felt lack of male support or wanted to be a male. That is the masculine and feminine principle which goes wrong there.
How interesting. My goodness. That's really, really interesting to
Yeah.
see that sort of a connection. And because I know friends who suffer from migraine, and this explanation totally fits. I can
Yeah.
see, I
Then
can
what
really,
happens?
really see how that it perfectly fits in their life situation, in
So
fact.
they need to balance the masculine and the feminine. They need to accept their femininity.
So,
And there is usually is an attachment. There is an energy attached to the person. So the first session is to release the attachment, even before a past life.
okay, okay,
There's an energy attached, a male energy.
okay. Um, I have more questions from everyone. Um, type 1 diabetics, people who are autistic.
Autism is difficult,
Okay.
but we
And
work. But I can only say 30-40% is better.
okay, okay. Um, does
Because
it,
again, I'll interrupt people.
hmm,
Autism, the child, the soul has chosen to be born as an autistic.
hmm,
The soul does not want to have any more karma. If I'm
hmm,
an autistic child, I'm not doing anything negative here. I'm not
hmm,
going through the emotions of jealousy. I'm
hmm,
not going through the emotion of greed. I'm just a child. I finish my 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever karmic journey is there, and I go away. As a
hmm,
soul, it's my exit plan.
hmm.
So it's very difficult in such cases to release.
So, Gitanjali, if I'm, so for example, how I understand it is that by learning past life regression therapy, I can help a whole bunch of chronic ailments definitely within my family. I could also perhaps um, look at healing financial issues as well. Is that also something that
Of
helps?
course, of course.
So, what are the I'll just go back to when we were talking about your workshop. What are the various things I would be learning to help me deal with these
So
aspects of my?
So there are two things in this workshop. You're
Mhm.
first, you are healing your own self.
Okay.
So people will definitely undergo past life and they will be healing their own issues.
Okay.
On top of that, they will learn something where we can help them. They can help their family. They can help people. They can take it as a career. Why
Okay.
not? They can take it as a career and help people across states and countries to release them, to relieve them of their problems.
And this is something that you can do online. You don't have to do
Yes.
this face to face, right?
So I never realized online was so easy. Online is much more better.
Hmm.
There is a less message unit, so you are not into hypnosis. You can address everybody. Their time is saved. Your time is saved. So much money
Hmm.
is saved. People don't have to come at one point.
Hmm.
And I've just finished 2 classes in this lockdown. I have finished 2 classes of past life, and it has been
Hmm.
brilliant. In fact, I have been able to work with people individually more here. I have not felt rushed. So if I know if something is not done, I will say, okay, so now we can do this. Now we can meet. I can have the same group meeting for maybe 4 weeks ahead also. It's
Hmm.
okay with me.
So there's of course all these aspects of healing in terms of health issues in the family or amongst your circle, as well as financial blockages and things like that. Will I be able to practice straight away after this workshop, or do I have to do like multiple things before I can? Because I know there was somebody who said she's in fact this is Chaya who's raised this. Chaya's is asking. I've heard that it is dangerous if you're not able to come back or bring the person back.
No, 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 no. So that's what I'm trying to tell. That's what the first thing I explained in my workshop. You're not going anywhere. So how you do it as a meditation, if you guys just say regress back in time to
Hmm.
a very important incident, and you
Hmm.
go there and come back. So you're just going and touching a memory you are,
Hmm.
which is there in your mind. So you're not going anywhere.
And you
Um,
teach the person. So if I'm taking your workshop and I'm learning from you, you'll teach me how to bring the person back from that emotional experience of that memory as well, right?
yeah, yeah, right. And you are never so much out of control. The moment you feel it's not right, you can always say, I'm not feeling right, I want to open my eyes.
Hmm.
So you,
Okay.
nothing, I have
Your
not,
client will also be able to say, I mean, whoever you're doing it on
the
will
client
be
says,
able to still say that, you're
yeah,
not,
I'm
that they're
not
not feeling
comfortable.
okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And you also teach on how to address that situation when somebody is not feeling okay.
Yes, so what happened was, it happened in my class only, and this person was 60, 62 years old, learning past life, and um, he's zoned into a very negative past life of his own,
Hmm.
class incident.
Hmm.
Couldn't handle it.
Hmm.
We brought him back. We took care of it. We said it's a past life. That was okay. He became anxious that how could I do so bad?
Hmm.
But he came out of it. And then after that, what was interesting is that he started seeing a lot of things. He started becoming more intuitive. He started earning a lot of money out of all this.
That's
So he
fantastic.
found a new a source of income at 60, 62.
That's really, really fantastic. I know you have one of your students as well today, right?
Yeah, Riddhi.
She could share with us her experience
Yeah,
of
so can you
learning
unmute?
what learning past life regression therapy is like,
Right,
basically.
right. So Riddhi Shilpi, can you unmute her maybe?
Yeah, let me just
Yeah, it will take maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi everyone, and thank
I
you, Dr. Geetanjali, ma'am, for inviting me here.
Thank you.
Yes, I learned past life regression from her, from Dr. Geetanjali. Initially, I just came to learn, but eventually, like now, it's almost 3.5 years. I have been working with her in the same modality. How past life learning help us? So, as she said, definitely we heal ourselves, definitely, because we go through our own issues, and we, from that core issue, we go to the trance level, we go and we heal our own issues, and then we can see the shift in the current lifetime. If we ask ourselves कि अरे past life में जो है current life में है नहीं है, so yes, we do find the connection between the past life and the current life for definitely. When I learned from her in 2017, probably yes, 2017 mid, I learned from her. I just share one of my experience when I go through my past life during the learning process. That what I saw in my past life, like how I died. I died as 1.5 year old child, and my parents were a farmer, poor farmer. They could not feed me, and my mother somehow had just uh, hold me with my ankle. She had bind me with some stone कि बाढ़ आई है, बच्ची बह नहीं जाए. Something had happened with that, and my ankle was stuck, and they both died, but and I died eventually. But um, the ankle portion, I felt the pain in the current life, and today in this current lifetime my mother has those same ankle swellings what I was having in that lifetime. So
Oh.
we can definitely find ki what is the connection between the past life and the current lifetime.
Hmm.
With this past life learning and
Just wanted to
definitely
ask
going.
one thing. I'm interrupting you. Did your mother's swelling go away or become less after?
Yes, eventually it has gone down because that guilty feeling, that the store of that emotion was released in that current lifetime, and then eventually the swelling has gone out. So you can definitely, it may take little longer time, but definitely it gives you healing.
As a therapist, what have you felt? You have must have done it on people.
Yeah, so as a therapist I felt that people, comes with a different psychosomatic issues. Now, as when the member was talking about, I went through many questions here also, like diabetes, skin problem, the BP problem. So everything, every issue in the current lifetime has the connection with the past life. So one of my client who had the diabetes, and where she was continuously feeling unloved in the last birth, it was
Hmm.
like throughout with many past lives. So I went through like 2 to 3 past life of hers, and where she was continuously feeling unloved, 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 and in the current lifetime she is suffering through the diabetes. So when we healed, it took several sessions. Definitely it was not over in one session, but eventually the diabetes came to little normal levels. So I'm not saying that you have to close the medicine, you don't have to see the doctors, definitely you have to do, but the healing process, the past life definitely help you. जो एक लेवल पे था कि जहाँ पे किडनी फेलियर का लेवल आ जाता है, that we have not reached.
Okay.
So I have like multiple this
I
type of
remember an
clients.
interesting case of hers. She had worked on a client who was in the United States through some sessions. The client used to not had this vertigo issues. Riddhi worked on him
Hmm.
and was distancing himself from the parents, from his family, just listening to bhajans. And Riddhi had done some 5, 7 sessions, uh,
Hmm.
some spiritual lifetime. She had just shared it with me, so I know. She keeps on talking,
Incredible.
keeps on sharing her things with me.
Thank you so
On
much,
the phone.
Riddhi. That's really interesting, and how
Thank you so much.
fabulous that you're practicing it now, and you've got a whole wealth of experiences yourself now with PLR.
Yes, so
That's really
it
really.
definitely gives healing on relationship. It gives or like healing on health and finance as well. So like
Hmm.
all together, like kahin na kahin we get a shift.
Hmm. Hmm. That's great. Thank you so much, Riddhi. Thank you for sharing
Thank you
that
so much.
with us. Gitanjali, and because Riddhi also mentioned, psychosomatic issues, etc. Do you need to, I'm going to come back to that original question, can PLR be learned by everyone? Do you require some sort of medical background to be a better PLR
Riddhi is
practitioner?
an artist. Riddhi is a creative artist and interior designer.
How incredible.
Today, she's a healer. She works in this modality on her own,
Hmm.
and she's a PLR therapist. She does a lot of work. She knows Vastu. She does tarot. So many things she has learned,
Hmm.
and so you don't need to be. So she shifted her field completely, and she's a fantastic artist. Let me tell you, she's a fantastic artist.
How lovely. That's a pure creative background.
Very creative. And creative people, it is easier for them to go into a PLR or get into such courses. Those who are very left-brained, very intellectual, account,
Hmm.
MBA, CAs, they find it difficult to get into a PL.
So I have some more questions. Bharti's asking, can I get connected to my mother and father using PLR? Bharti, um,
Yes, we can. There was somebody who had come to my session in 2015, I remember.
hmm,
And she was learning PLR.
hmm,
Automatically, whenever she used to go into PLR, you see a light. So she used to go to the tunnel.
hmm.
She used to see her parents, and then she would go to a past life.
Oh,
So if she just wants to do that, we can definitely have sessions for that. But it will all depend upon her intuitive abilities. We can guide her, but
hmm.
she has to be a channel to go up, or basically to get that connection to the soul.
So, Gitanji, how do I fix my own issues if I can't practice on myself?
See, very honestly, if I need to fix my own issues, I go to a therapist. Or I do surrogate work on Riddhi and resolve my issues. Okay, so
Ah,
she's my
okay,
surrogate.
okay, okay.
I do something like that, but it has taken me 15 years to reach here.
Hmm.
And so sometimes I do take therapy sessions. Please understand, I really don't know why people want to, it is so pleasurable to go to a therapist and give yourself, you handle my
That's
issue, I
true.
will take care of me. Right? We will handle you much better than you can.
That's true. In fact, I would, the thing that attracted me when we first started
Like,
discussing your
wanting to do
course.
a massage yourself. Will you be liking to do a massage on yourself? No.
That's true. And I was just going to say that
It's a
one of the
massage.
things that really attracted me to your course in particular, Geetanjali, is that I can learn this and practice this amongst my friends and family and be able to heal their problems. And in the course of the workshop, because you're practicing, I mean, your students are practicing on each other and they're working with you, I'm able to address some of my issues through those practice sessions as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's incredible to be able to heal some of my issues while I learn, as well as then come out of it and be able to help my friends and family as well. Because I think in this day and age, or in this particular time, families have multiple issues. There's relationship issues, there's financial strain, there's and the life has become such that we're thrown in very closely with each other. So it's quite incredible that I can use this and be empowered myself. I don't have to. My family members don't have to go elsewhere. They can come to me.
See, let me tell you, this course will empower you. How much you invest, you'll get more than that. Ritu
Hmm.
will be example.
Hmm.
So whatever she invested in my course, she has gotten
Hmm.
multiple folds back.
Hmm.
Because automatically, after some time, you'll start getting clients. There are going to be people who will have issues. You are going to charge. You're going to do for them. You're going to charge because you're a therapist now.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're not just somebody who is giving you a gyan over the phone and talking. You are a learned therapist.
Yeah.
You're going to charge for your time,
Hmm.
and she has made a career out of it. So definitely,
Gitanji, do you advise your students also in terms of how much they should charge, how they should structure their practice?
see, it all depends on the place that you stay, Ruchira. It is nothing personal. So
Okay.
people who stay in places like Pune or Indore, maybe they may be charging only 1,500. There are people who are staying in the US who
Hmm.
starting to charge maybe 50 or $80 per session.
Hmm.
It all depends upon the place that you are staying, the kind of crowd that you move around with.
Hmm.
It changes from person to person. So I normally tell a person you should be at least charging 1,500 to 2,000 per session, but
Hmm.
city like Mumbai, to at least for starters.
Okay.
And if you're staying somewhere, as I told you, in Pune, you will not find Nagpur, you will not find that much thing. So you may start, but unless, of course, so now if I'm a counselor,
Hmm.
then I tell them I'm a past life therapist, people will pay without any question. It also, from where you're coming also is very important. Today, if I say I want this much, I
Hmm.
don't get people who say, ki, no, please. Still, I do get people, but I have made a standard.
That's great. I have
But
more
if
questions.
you remember my journey, I started
Hmm.
with 1,000 rupees.
Oh, really?
I was in 2004 and 5.
That's a long.
That's
So, of course, that the value of 1,000 rupees was different back then.
but I have never compromised on that, maybe. But still, I charge less, I feel, based on my qualifications.
Hmm.
One of my qualification charge 10, 12,000 per session.
Okay, so Gitanjali, I'm going to tell everyone. Gitanjali has a surprise experience to offer everyone today on the call. So I'm going to request her. Shall we do the age regression exercise, Gitanjali? I know it's
Yeah.
been very, very good. I mean, people have really found interesting insights from this experience. I'd love to take our group through it.
Yeah, definitely. So for age regression, I want all of you to be comfortable. Arthritis for 30 years. Yeah. Um,
Is everyone, would everyone like to go through this? Let's just see lots and lots of yeses on the
yes,
chat.
yeah, yes, yeah.
Big yeses in like all caps.
So
Has
normally,
anyone been through age regression before? I'd like to, if you have, okay, no. Okay, back to the yeses then. How many of you want to go through this? And you can give a millennial yes, which is yas, that YASS, which makes my makes me always laugh. Yes, great. Lots of yeses, Gitanjali.
So I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I will put a
Okay.
music down here. Normally, I don't use music.
Okay.
Very simple reason: the trance will be induced very fast.
Hmm.
Okay, so a small music I will introduce, and the remaining you just have to do a guided meditation with my
Okay.
voice. I will just regress you to
Can
a.
you can somebody lie down and do it as well?
Yes, you can sit, you can lie down, you can close your eyes. If you want, you can switch off the light wherever you are.
Okay.
No problem. But you'll have to close your ears, eyes, that is for sure.
Okay. Neelam will connect you with Gitanjali on the chat. So for everyone, the team is going to put up a link. You can join the chat. Before we go into the experience, I just want to highlight to everyone that Gitanjali is going to be available to answer questions all through rest of today as well as tomorrow. Any questions you have with regards to how past life regression therapy can help you, learning past life regression therapy involves. If you have any questions around that, you can ask her on the group. We'll take up more questions after the experience, but first I'm handing it over to Gitanjali.
Hi everyone, can you all close your eyes? You're able to hear?
I can hear.
Yeah,
Can
good.
everyone else hear?
I think so, yes. So just close your eyes and just drop your hands. Relax. Relax yourself. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. And maybe you can make a sound as you exhale. And take another slow, deep breath in and exhale. Just keep on inhaling and exhaling. Keep on inhaling and exhaling. As you keep on inhaling and exhaling, feel, imagine, or visualize a beautiful golden light coming from the universe, slowly touching your head, your crown chakra, going, relaxing the cells of your brain, relaxing your eyes, your jaw muscles. And now let this wave, this beautiful light, this healing light, relax the muscles of your neck. You have stored a lot of stress on your neck, on your shoulders. People who feel that they have been carrying a lot of weight, can just relax in this beautiful healing light. Moving down to your hands. Relaxing all the parts of your body. And now slowly moving down to your chest, entering your heart. This healing light gently mixes with the blood in the heart, and the arteries are taking this blood to the different parts of your body, healing you, cleansing you. And as it is healing you and cleansing you, you will find that all the stress, all the tension that you have stored in the different parts of your body is slowly releasing through each and every exhalation that you take. Inhale this beautiful light and exhale the stress, the tension, the cellular memories troubling you across lifetimes maybe. And now let this beautiful healing light slowly move towards your stomach. Get your control and charge back of your life. Healing your solar plexus, your stomach, moving down to your navel, your thighs. Any kind of stress and tension that you have stored in your thighs and your legs and your hips. Slowly exhale. Inhale this light and keep on exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly moving down to your knees, then to the calf muscles, your legs and your ankles. Inhaling and exhaling. And as you exhale, I want you to go back in time, in this current lifetime, to any memory that your mind picks up at this moment. It can be a happy memory, maybe a time when you felt extremely happy. And I'm sure every one of us has had that time in this lifetime when you have felt extremely happy. I want you to go back to that time, to go back and see. Allow yourself to go to a younger age in this current lifetime. Maybe 5 years back, 10 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back, 25 years back. As long as your mind is able to take you, pick up that memory. And that memory is a very, very beautiful memory, a happy memory. Look around yourself and see what age you are. How old are you then? Go back and see what kind of clothes you are wearing. Who is with you in this happy memory? What is that you are so happy about? What is making you so happy? Allow yourself to feel this happiness as much as you can. Feel it as much as you can. And as you feel it as much as you can, allow yourself to feel this in your body. Look at what part of your body you feel this happiness. Is it your head? Is it your chest? Is it your hands? Is it your knees? Is it your thighs? Is it your heart? Touch that part of your body and slowly breathe into it. Allow this feeling of happiness to expand. Expand as much as possible. And as you expand as much as possible, you can use this as a resource. And if you're feeling that you're crying, sometimes people do. They cry when they are happy. Allow yourself to feel this emotion as much as you can. Allowing it to expand so that it becomes a halo around you. And you are in this ball of happiness, protected from all the negative emotions. Your shield against negative emotions, your own happiness. And when you're ready, you can come back to the now time. You can feel your body on this floor, chair, bed, wherever you're sitting. You can come back to the now time in the body, in your current body. The date being 7th of August, 2020. 7th August, 2020. Allow yourself to feel this happiness. Keep on holding on to this resource of happiness which you have brought with you to the current life, to the current age. Maybe as a child you learned how to laugh at the small things in life. Maybe this will help you to remember it's easy to be happy. Surround yourself with this beautiful ball of happiness and anchor this happiness in your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, see the things around you, Feel yourself. Say the name to yourself. Your current age on the 7th of August 2020. You can count yourself up from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open wide awake. You can also repeat to yourself, integrate, 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 so that all the bodies, the auric body, the causal body, the astral body, all the non-physical bodies are integrated into your physical body. As you come up and out of this trance,
Geetanjali, that was incredible.
oh, thank you.
How wonderful. What a beautiful exercise to experience. What an absolutely beautiful. I'm going to ask some of the people in our audience as well to share, but I'm eager to share my own experience first.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for it. I think to get a glimpse of happiness again, and such pure happiness, not, not fettered by anything else, was just so wonderful. I didn't realize, but when you took us through it, I landed up in first year of college when when I met my three girlfriends.
Oh,
And I remember, so I grew up, I did my college in Delhi, and I went to Lady Shri Ram College. I don't know if anyone else knows in this group, LSR. But I remembered how the grass smelt
yeah.
on our lawns.
That gives you are very more of a not a kinesthetic, but touch. Yeah, kinesthetic, touch kind of a person.
Yeah, yeah. So I could feel and it was winter. It was like a winter day.
So,
I
yeah,
could feel the soft sunshine. I could feel the happiness of being with friends and being like completely carefree. I know that during college I used to chase grades like crazy, but my memory of it is just pure happiness of sitting on the lawn with my girlfriends, and that sense of, camaraderie. I think
yeah,
that you're amongst your own tribe.
yeah.
it
Your
was
tribe.
it was so beautiful, so beautiful. My heart filled up and with that. And it was after, I mean, a little after that, when you asked, feel it where, no, ask yourself, where are you feeling that happiness, that ball of happiness? It was, my chest just grew. It felt as if like at one point it felt like I was this big balloon full of just this air of happiness, and I was bouncing on the ground.
So we took it as a resource and came back. So what I did was, so now, are you back in your body? Is it happening? Anything happened to you?
No, I mean, I'm back, but I still have that
In the
happiness.
same manner, you can go to your past life and be back. That's what I wanted to explain. You're
Yeah.
not going anywhere. So
Hmm.
today you are not the 16, 17-year-old, right?
Hmm.
So, but you can go to that memory and come back. Same way you can go to a past memory and come back. It will become an elliptical consciousness.
Ah.
A year, you go to a memory, you come back. That's it. Nothing else.
I'm going to actually open this out, and we can unmute maybe.
There's somebody who's saying that she's still feeling heavy. Please tell her to drink a glass of water,
Okay.
touch the walls, tell to herself, integrate. She needs to drink a glass of water. I don't remember her name.
Okay.
Lala.
Pehel, can you hear us? Have a glass of water, and if possible, just touch the walls. Does it help to touch like the furniture
Yes,
you're
yes,
sitting on, perhaps?
yes, yes. Grounding. I told her when you go back, your body, you start touching your soul consciousness. That soul consciousness surfaces.
Urvashi says heart's pumping faster. Urvashi, the same thing for me as well. Heart's pumping. It feels like the heart is pumping properly now. I don't know if that's the same. If you're feeling unease with the heart pumping, Geetanjali.
And I had done the Dr. Brian Weiss meditation.
Ah. Pehel says her body is shivering. Is there something that she can do more?
She can just tell to herself, integrate, integrate. Just tap, integrate, 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 integrate. Tell her to close her eyes and nothing will happen to her.
Okay.
And you usually shiver because when you get into a trance, so she must have experienced a deeper trance than the rest of you. There are some people who are more can experience more trance. So the light trance, a medium trance, and a deep trance. So she could have gone into a deep trance, and at that time, your body temperature drops. When what you are. So suppose if it is right now we are at 24, 25, automatically my body temperature will drop to 20.
That's interesting. I'm going to take somebody on as well. There's so many comments. Yes, please share in the chat section what everyone is feeling. Somebody asked, I've lost track, but I know I read that comment. Somebody asked that they felt happiness in their head. So is there a different meaning to that? Like whether when you feel happiness in your heart versus happiness in your head?
Different meaning to happiness in the heart and the head.
Yeah. Is there like a different association or does it mean something else?
No, see, the thing about it is in past life or any kind of regression, you have to be very much to the client. What it is to you, Ruchira, may not be what it is to Riddhi.
Okay.
Everybody has a different emotion linked to, suppose if I would say heart, I can have anxiety there. I can have happiness there. I can have deep sorrow in my heart. It will be an emotion. Emotion will be there. What kind of emotion you're experiencing? We have to ask that person.
Why would somebody cry?
Because why do people have heart attacks? They have this relationship challenges.
Okay.
So they can hold. Normally, for heart, they say they're holding a huge secret in their life. It can be from this life, it can be from the past life, but a huge secret. Heart is what? Cross my heart, I'll not swear to my heart, I will not say to anyone. So that secret you have to uncover.
So I have somebody, Urvashi is saying that she feels like she's started to have a headache.
Urvashi, just say to yourself, just drink some water. Just tell to yourself, integrate, integrate, integrate.
Urvashi, perhaps give yourself a little bit of time to come back. We're around, so we'll help you come out.
Yeah.
Couple of people have shared that nothing happened. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine, because there are some people who are so intellectual, they don't want to go anywhere, and they don't want to accept any message units from anybody. They don't want to feel they're in control of. They feel that people are trying to control them. They have severe control issues, so it's okay. It's nothing. You have to just go with the experience. If you didn't feel anything, it's your experience.
Okay.
I myself did not feel anything when I underwent past life the first time in 2004. So it's okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay. So I know it's okay. Today I'm able to experience, but that time I was not able to. I myself am a very good control freak.
Okay. A bunch of people have also said that they were feeling heavy or sleepy. They were yawning. What does that mean?
You go from that beta, so much of heaviness, so much of message units. I've been talking so much message units have gone. So slowly when they go to an alpha level, which is a lower level, they start feeling, okay, I can give up, I can relax, that kind of feeling. So it's like those who are feeling heavy, they actually wanted to sleep more. They're feeling so good.
Seema's shared similar, I think, memory like mine. She says, I ended up in B.Ed college first year. And I'm trying to just, Seema, would you like to come on and share your experience? I'll request you to unmute yourself. She's got, she remembered a lot of details. That's why
Very nice.
I'm just going to see. Seema, can you unmute yourself? I'll just try and request an unmute from here. Seema, I've sent you a request to unmute. Okay. I think she may have gotten disconnected. Oh, we have two Seemas. Okay, I'm going to ask one to unmute.
Dolly was good. She's saying, I remember some of the most romantic moments.
Oh, Dolly, do share. Okay, let me ask Dolly to unmute.
Yes, we can.
Dolly, can you unmute yourself?
I think we have a problem.
Yes, Ruchira, I'm here.
Hi, Dolly. Tell us what you remembered.
I can't actually explain what I remembered, but since she was trying, and she said, remember some of the happy moments. So that's when I was trying to go back. And of course, they were of different ages. Some were of probably 2085. No, not 2085, 1985. And some were of 1999, you know. So it just brought a smile to my face because I remembered those good times that I had. I can't disclose everything.
All right. Thank you so much, Dolly. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back to, of course, Geetanjali. I know everyone is now probably eager to get on for dinner, etc. So before that, I know you have an amazing offer on your workshop, and there were a whole bunch of questions about what your workshop is priced at, how long is it for, and how many calls is it. So could you take us through that?
Yeah, I'll just take them through that. So 1 minute, I think. Yeah. I actually opened it up. Yeah. So the cost of this workshop is past life regression therapist workshop is the regular price is about 70,000. But we are giving it away today at a special price of 24,000.
Just one sec. Let me share the. Just one sec. How long is the course for?
So the course is normally for 4 days. But if it can go to an additional 2 more days.
Okay.
Depending on what we are doing. Okay. And so my last course was for 6 days. I really took them through it. And and even after that, sometime I kept on continuing because I wanted to be sure that they are able to do it. So I've taken individual sessions with each one.
Okay.
Which I haven't done till today. I never see one-to-one because it's a 4-day workshop, jam-packed, everything. But here, since we have this thing that we can be with anyone at any point of time, I individually take care of them.
Okay.
After the session, you should be able to regress to a past life, and We have one more bonus coming up, is that if people want to repeat the course, we are giving them that course also at a very, the highlights are basically my manual, copyrighted manual. It is, so you cannot copyright it. You cannot use this material anywhere to teach. That is for 10,000 we are offering, and you can redo the entire workshop. You will be treated as the first time student only. It's not as if we will ignore you. No. And we'll take care that whatever you do, and I always tell people, if you repeat the workshop, you learn better. And that could be worth 30,000. I normally charge when people do repeat courses. I've told people that for this Mystic Lotus, and since we can help so many people, we'll be doing the repeat courses free of cost. And for only the first 10 people who register, I will be doing a personal session free. Anybody, if we have the 11th person coming in, then that person will not be having the free one-to-one special.
First 10 buyers.
Yeah. First 10 buyers will be getting the session.
Okay. So I'm just going to take everyone through it once again.
Yeah.
The past life regression workshop is usually for 70,000. You learn how to do past life regression therapy for people in your life, in your family, friends. If you want to learn it as a modality and you want to practice it as a professional, this is a certified course. Yeah, let me just repeat that. This is you get a full certification at the end of completion of the course.
Yes.
Plus, if you have any doubts and you're not very confident about certain techniques, etc., Dr. Geetanjali Saxena is offering a repeat of the entire course at no charge. So that's also part of the package. It's usually priced at 70,000. On the Mystic Lotus Masterclass, you're getting it at 24,000. That's massive, massive saving, of course. You also get a whole bunch of bonuses that I've shared on the screen with you. You get the copyrighted e-manual that's worth 10,000 rupees. That's about 153 US dollars. You also do, if you're amongst the first 10, so get in there quickly, you also get a full one-on-one session for yourself. I know a whole bunch of people today asked, you know, can we solve our own issues as well? You can solve your issues using the session, as well as even when you are learning, as Dr. Geetanjali mentioned earlier, that in the process of learning, you'll practice on each other, and you end up solving a lot of issues through that as well. So, and again, I'm going to just repeat, this is a certified course. So come in with the full intent of helping yourself, helping others, developing a new modality and expertise in a new modality that that interests you. I'm going to also share, you have, of course, on Mystic Lotus, we offer an EMI on a lot of cards. There are at least, I think, some 20 credit cards that you can use to break this up into an EMI. If you have any trouble when you're doing the transaction, the team has shared the links, I'm sure by now, in the chat. If you have any trouble during the transaction, you can reach out to Amrish and he'll help you with the EMI facility. There are no charges, no hidden costs of the EMI, so don't worry about those things at all. I know everyone, first thing they think about EMIs, they think about all the hidden charges. There are no hidden charges on the EMI. So it really is just breaking up your the course fee. Yeah. It can be, if you do like a 12 months breakup in EMI, you're ending up paying some 2,000 rupees per month. That's it. It's as amazing as that. Usually PLR is such an expensive course. I've started like noticing the pricing for a lot of these courses, and I know some courses are really priced high because I think the technique and the modality is such that it's an intense, it's a fairly intense learning experience. But it's amazing that Dr. Geetanjali Saxena is offering this at 24,000, and with the EMI facility, that basically means you're spending just 2,000 rupees a month. That's less than what we spend on an order of pizzas sometimes. When you order out, I certainly Domino's charges much more for. So, of course, Dr. Geetanjali Saxena is around to answer any questions that you may have. Oh, let me stop share. So if you have any questions on, and you're interested in the course and you have some more questions regarding the course, she's around to answer them. I will, it's an online course, yes. I'm looking at a whole bunch of questions now. How many levels, Nandini is asking how many levels are there?
I teach only one level. After that, if you want to do, you can do this Life Between Lives. It's a separate course. It's combined. Life Between Lives is that course where you understand why you have taken birth. So you cannot go to the Life Between Life course without a PLR. So that is a separate course in itself if people want to do it.
Geetanjali, when is the course starting? When is the batch starting?
We are starting on the 13th.
13th of August. Okay. Let me just remind everyone that first 10 buyers offer is live already and people have started buying. So do get in there. If you want that 4,500 rupees worth of personal one-on-one session, do get in there quickly and block your spot and get that get that huge bonus. Anyone who doesn't have a credit card, Prasanna, please get in touch with Amrish. He'll help you out. Yeah. Jeevat is asking how karmic baggage is released during the session.
So when you are seeing the session and you understand, the soul understands the reason. So at that point of time, you stop recreating those programs.
Okay. Jeevat, is that what you meant? I'm not sure actually what you meant with your question. If you can just, do you mean to ask if karmic baggage will get released during the one-on-one session that's part of the package as a bonus? Or do you mean in general how karmic baggage gets released? We'll just wait for Jeevat to clarify his questions. In the meantime, Geetanjali, can you share the timings of the course?
Normally, we'll start the course at 11, going up to 5:30. Okay, 4 days. And in case there are more people and, you know, people, we have covered less. See, as I told you, it is extempore. At that point of time, we take a calling whether we want to extend the course or not. I try my best to finish it off, but sometimes I try to give more. When that happens, when I feel like people are interested and I want to share, some people say that we want one more round of practice. So I extend the course. So the course will get over in 4 days. We'll extend the course if and when people want to, you know, want to redo the experience once again.
Okay. I'm just repeating Amrish's number. So for anyone who wants help on the EMI facility, do get in touch with Amrish. His number is 98203-42288, and it's there on the chat window as well. Amrish is on the call. You can directly message him as well on the call. And of course, you can...
one thing I wanted to tell you, in the course, I cannot do PLR on everybody. But those who are the first 10, they will get an extra PLR with me separately away from the course.
Yeah.
For only the first 10 we are doing this.
Anamika is asking what will happen in the one-on-one session. Yes, Anamika, that one-on-one session is a PLR session for you, in the sense that you can address an issue that you've been facing, and Geetanjali will help you, will use past life regression therapy on you to help you resolve that issue. Yeah. Jeevat, Jeevat has clarified in general how karmic baggage is released. Jeevat, for that, take the course and she'll teach you how to release karmic baggage. That is exactly what one of the major elements of the course is. Neelam is asking if the course is in Hindi. You do have a Hindi course as well, Geetanjali, right?
I don't have a manual in Hindi as yet, But during the course, now I don't know whether the person doesn't understand completely, but I do explain when during the normal course of time we do tend, because I am a Hindi speaking person, so I know how to explain. So we definitely do teach the person in Hindi. We change the words and we teach ki okay iska matlab ye tha or iska matlab ye hai. So वैसा we can do that.
Okay. Anamika, I'll just repeat what will happen in the one-on-one session. The one-on-one session is for you personally, yeah? So that means that Dr. Geetanjali Saxena will practice past life regression therapy, take you through to your previous lifetimes to resolve and find out if there are problems there that are causing you the problem in your current lifetime,
Right.
yeah? Ritu's asking, is it a weekend workshop? As
So
she's
I
working
think it
full
is
time.
starting on Thursday, I believe.
Yeah.
We're starting on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I had done a course before where I had worked on 2 weekends, 2 weekends. Now, I don't know what, here we have taken from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is not a weekend batch. Maybe next time we can announce a weekend batch.
Yeah, we could. Okay. But basically, it's Thursday, Friday that you'll have to, so that a person will have to dedicate. I mean, Saturday, Sunday is already there. So it's just 2 days. Varnika's asking, how will we see the past life? Like a movie or like a dream?
Just now, how did you see your memory? Same way you see a past life. That's why I took you to age regression.
Okay. Rachna's asking, what if I'm not able to connect during the session?
So that's a possibility. When I went with Dr. Brian Weiss, there were 35, 40 people who never saw a past life. That is
Okay.
their issue. It's nothing to do with us. If you're not able to connect, we can do a surrogate for you.
Okay. Okay. Rachna, I hope that answered your question. I'm just
And I told you, it's very, people who are control freaks, and I'm speaking from my own experience. I went to a past life therapist. I did not see past. I went to him 3 times. I did not see a past life.
okay.
It's only when I learned it, I could see it. So I understood that my mind is so strong or doesn't trust. The trust is not there, that I had to learn, understand it to, be able to see it.
Dr. Geetanjali, I'll just ask a quick question to you. Can we have some people sign up using this offer right now, and you can do a weekend batch for them, because they can just indicate to us that they would prefer a weekend batch, and we can do another round of a weekend batch for them?
Yeah, but I think that would take place, I think so, in September, or this they want an August batch.
We could talk to them, because I know there are a bunch of people who are asking about.
If everybody is okay with the weekend, we can do 2 weekends now only.
Okay. Ritu definitely says 2 weekends suits me. Okay, we can. I think I'll just. I think it should be fine, because we.
Shobna Ranjan also said 2 weekends. So
Yeah.
like the weekend.
Okay, I'm so happy that Geetanjali, you're flexible on this. That is
We
really
have
nice.
15, 16 and 22, 23. I have a different class coming up. I'll adjust that. That's okay. That's not a big problem.
Thank you so much. Okay, so everyone, we can do this on 2 weekends. So if you have any, if you had any problems about it being on a weekday, that's gone. That problem is gone. So you can still use the current payment link to buy for your weekend package as well. Yeah, just the Mystic Lotus team will be in touch with you and let you know about the weekend dates as well. I'm just requesting everyone to share in the team, just share the links again. Okay, the links are here. Seema says, I have connectivity issue and can't hear problem. I don't know, Seema, where you lost us.
Just have a small request. Those who are joining the batch, please keep a good router. the modem next to you. That's the only thing I request all of you.
Pratima is asking, are there separate charges when you use a surrogate?
No.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Any other questions? I'm just going to quickly go through. Okay, Seema's asking, are the classes free? No, Seema, the classes are not free. The classes, but they are at an incredible offer right now, Seema. So if you take the course right now, it's 24,000 rupees only instead of 70,000, and you get
Let me tell Seema, I had done the first course paying 60,000, and when I came back, I could not do a past life. It was so awful. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes no. So this is really, really comprehensive, and you'll be able to.
That taught me that I have to be very particular with my clients, with my students. What happened to me, I don't want it to happen to my students.
Yeah, yeah. Also, a whole bunch of people are asking about how much do you charge for a session?
We charge 4,500 for a session.
Okay, and you can buy that as well on this. There's another payment link that the team can.
Can I just add to that? Please tell them they just cannot come for just one session. They would take about 3 to 5 sessions to release issue. Okay. And it can be a possibility they may not see a past life in the first session. I have had cases where a person has seen a past life in the 4th or the 5th. If they're not able to go to a past life, I take them to the current life issues, because please understand, it's only because of the current life issues your past life gets triggered. They don't get triggered on their own. So it's like I have to finish something here as an inner child and then take them to a past life. Like some people mentioned here, I was crying. I have so much of sorrow. Well, they are crying so much because there is a past life triggered at that incident. So you are crying, the past life is crying. So we finish this and then we go to the past life in case you are not able to zone into a past life.
Okay. Okay. That's really nice that you're basically hand-holding me throughout the therapy. That's really, really nice.
But I even remember I went to Dr. Brian Weiss's class. The person next to me and the person next to me could not see. They never saw a past life in the entire time. So Dr. Brian Weiss also said that sometimes people who have control issues, who don't trust so easily, find it difficult to have a past life.
I must point this out, Geetanjali, that you are incredibly honest and upfront. I find that quality so admirable, and to have that quality in a teacher, to be realistic, to be honest, and to say that it is okay. It doesn't mean that it has failed for you. It's just that you may.
It failed for me as a person, but I saw it after later on when I learned the course. It takes time. Sometimes you know what happens. Your subconscious or your conscious mind is not ready for the answers. That's also the problem.
Okay.
So how will you see it? That's why I have created the surrogate thing here. You can't see it in the first time. Fine, I will give you a surrogate. I can resolve your issue. You come to me, your issue will get resolved. You just have to give me time and have faith. I cannot just resolve it like this. And when people do claim to resolve it like this, the issue, it comes back in a different form because your mind has not understood why you are creating the issue. So today I may just have some migraine. It may go away in 2 minutes or never come back. Then I may start having some spine issue or some leg issue. From here to there, the problem went away. You need to unravel the mystery, the knot. You have to remove the knots.
Yeah. I'd also like to point out for many people, if this was a lot to understand today, and you want to, one of the ways that you can experience and you can make up your mind whether you want to do the course or not is, of course, to also just simply buy a session, experience it for yourself, and then think about doing it as a course as well. Yeah. And to become a practitioner yourself. That's another way. There's somebody who asked about also whether there's any connection between zodiac signs and past life.
No, it's not like that. So you were born in a particular zodiac sign because, yes, it's not a past life, but a soul choice. Your soul decides to be reincarnated at a particular time. In a particular time, there are planets in a certain zodiac. For right now, if you see people who are going to be born right from 2019, November till today, they are going to be in that Kalpa Sarpa Kundli dosha.
Okay.
Okay, so of course the soul has reincarnated at that time. When you became pregnant in October 2019 or you became pregnant in May 2019, you did not know COVID would happen. So soul chose to reincarnate. So you're born in a particular zodiac.
Okay. I'll just quickly raise this question, Dr. Geetanjali. Seema is saying that she suffers from anxiety and depression. She's also harmed herself. Is this something that
She
will?
has harmed herself.
Yes, she has in the past. She said.
So let her join the course. She will understand a lot, and we will help her through the course.
Okay.
So people who harm themselves have a lot of victim past lives which need to be resolved.
Okay.
She may have to continue this work with me even later on. Seema, I try to be as honest as possible, but I will help you. That much I can tell you.
Okay. Seema, I hope you heard that. Do type a yes, because I think, okay, great. Thank you for acknowledging that you heard it. Pratima is asking about, what about non-Earth incarnations? Do those happen?
Yes. Extraterrestrial incarnations happen, alien incarnations happen, and you can zone into lives where you have been an alien or you have been in a different body, in a different soul. It's not about different body. I remember a time when I was having a blue body. And when I was having a blue body, see, it happens in one of the classes which I've attended. Okay, so I was in a blue body and I couldn't breathe and I fell down on earth and I was from Martian. A lot of things are there. And people who usually don't feel belongingness, they usually have a alien past life triggered.
Okay.
A very, please don't mind, but people also who generally do not like sex, have a different type of vague thoughts, unrealistic thoughts, have a lot of alien past lives triggered.
Okay. Okay. Does I know somebody had asked this earlier in the chat as well. Does past life help with intimacy issues and issues in your sex life?
Yes, it helps.
Okay. Sudhi was asking, so once the karma is released, will I be like a clean slate, and henceforth in my future lives, I will not be having issues?
Yes, definitely. Your karma will be released if you have a particular issue. You will be clean for the future life. That is very, very important. When you are healing people, you are actually healing them for their future also. And as I told you, more than you, your children, your spouses, they will also get healed. Because if my energy shifts, bound to have that the other people's energy shifts. It's an energy consciousness.
That's true. That's true. I'm just going to ask everyone if there are any other questions. Please join the Telegram group. If you're on your laptop right now and you're trying to click through to the Telegram group, it doesn't work so well. So use your phone to connect to Telegram. Yeah, it usually works better than that, better that way. Of course, if you have any queries about the EMI facility, if you're having a problem using your cards to avail of the EMI facility, just get in touch with Amrish. Amrish's numbers are also given in our chat group, and I will just repeat it. I don't know why I never remember Amrish's number, even though I must have said it a lot of times. Okay, 98203 42288. Yeah.
Yeah, but you should remember somebody's numbers. 2-3 numbers you need to remember.
I only remember my mother's number, actually.
This is one number you need to remember.
Yeah, I remember my mother's number because I think I dial it so so much still. Okay. I have a couple of others. Chetali had asked a question as well. I'm not sure I understand, Chetali, what you mean about Paryushan. Geetanjali, do you know the term Paryushan?
Paryushan is some Jain term. They have this month of fasting and they're not supposed to have they're supposed to have boiled food and something like
Okay.
that. Paryushan. But what is it about the Paryushan?
He says that I'm interested, but due to Paryushan can't join these dates. Please update if any changes or our next batch. I would suggest, Chaitali, just because the offer is there for a short while and the bonus is there for the first 10 people.
But they fast a lot. So they cannot. They will have boiled water and all that. So it's fine if she cannot join.
So is it okay to do this course during Paryushan?
She can do it. That's not a problem. But if she's fasting heavily, then
Okay. Okay.
that, because she's feeling that she cannot do it. In
Okay.
fact, there have been instances where Jain Munis have learned past life from us.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They are the people who only eat once and who have just one one bucket of water, and we have gone to their place and taught because they don't come.
Okay.
Especially as a spiritual, to do for some spirituality, I did it.
Is it possible, Geetanjali, for somebody to avail of the offer right now, but join a batch later sometime when it
Yes,
suits
they
them?
can do that. We will be, I think so, announcing a batch later.
Yeah, so Chaitali, you can do that. Yeah, you can pay now and join a later
The
batch.
same offer may not be there.
Because this offer is only right now on.
We're not offering the same thing again.
Yeah. I hope, Chaitali, you heard us on that.
Shobna is asking how long is this offer? So I think so. It's till tomorrow. Yeah.
The first 10 is like right now.
That's
The
right
bonus
now.
session
Yeah.
that
For
you
the free
get.
session, then you straight away you're getting more.
Yeah, that's 4,500 rupees worth of like savings straight away. Plus, of course, you have all the other bonuses of 40,000 worth. So you should take avail of that right now if you want to get in there. I don't even know if there are any slots available left for the first 10 buyers. Okay, the team has posted the links to purchase right there on the chat. So thank you. Otherwise, the regular offer in terms of it being at 24,000, that is there till tomorrow. You can that's going to be there tomorrow as well. So you can also, if you have any other questions, you can ask Geetanjali throughout today and tomorrow, and then go and buy. But that first 10 buyers offer is only valid right now.
Yeah, first 10 buyers is right now.
That's really, really attractive.
Yes, the first time I'm doing it.
And it's exclusive for Mystic Lotus
Only for Mystic Lotus, yes.
listeners. Okay, if there are no more questions, we'll, yeah, of course, Chaitali, you can talk to Geetanjali. That's why I said just join the Telegram group and you can talk to Geetanjali there. You can ask her questions. Otherwise, the team will share Geetanjali's details, of course, with you. Yeah. Okay. If there are no more questions, thank you so much, Geetanjali.
So much. Nice meeting all of you. Lovely. Thank you so much,
sharing.
Ruchira, and thank you so much, Amrish, for hosting this for me. Thanks, Atan.
Thank you. Couple of more questions I can see. Yes, yes, you can talk to Geetanjali separately as well. Geetanjali will share with you some of these names. We'll post. The best thing to do, Neelam, is to join the Telegram group. Yeah, and there you can privately message Geetanjali as well. I think that should be possible. Otherwise, you can get in touch with Amrish and he will connect you with Geetanjali. Yeah. Anupa's asking how to join the Telegram group. The team has just posted the links to Telegram on this chat window. You can just click through and you'll be able to join. Yeah, Lalita, we've answered this question before as well, so I'm just going to repeat the answer. Delayed marriages, etc. All of these things can be explored, and Geetanjali can help you resolve whatever's blocking, whatever's creating the block in your current lifetime. Yeah.
But see, I do not know whether you will get married after this or not. That cannot be a guarantee. And you may find somebody just to be in a live-in relationship also, okay? But there will be a shift in your consciousness. There will be a shift. If you don't see it in marriage, it will happen somewhere else, but it will happen. Maybe you can become peaceful with that thought and that much anxiety goes away. I have worked with people and they have got married, and I have worked with people and they have not got married. So both things happen. I cannot keep on saying it will happen. It will happen.
I have greater and greater admiration for you, Geetanjali. That is incredible that you are so honest about these things and so upfront.
Because I have learned, I don't know. Basically, I'm a teacher by profession, so I don't feel like it's like my students are there. They are somebody who have looked up to me to join me. I can't lie to them and then teach.
Yeah.
Not lie. There has to be some integrity. And I always tell people, even if they come to my sessions and if after 3 sessions they don't find any hope, or I'm not shifted, I said, please, let's not do it anymore. And then they have shifted. It's the rebel in them which doesn't want to shift.
Geetanjali, you're generous and honest and incredible. Your ethics are fantastic. How admirable is that? To have in a teacher, to have it in a guide, to have it in a therapist, that is incredible. I feel
They're trusting me with their money. And their trust, of course. So I can't promise something which I can't deliver.
Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you, everyone else. Thank you, Riddhi, for staying with us all through.
Thank you so much, Riddhi, for coming in. She just came for me and
and she stayed throughout. That also shows so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone else. And bon appetit for your dinner.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye, Ruchita. Bye, Amrish. Thank you so much.
Bye, Geetanjali. Bye, good night.